in the end, we've lost those 2 games by a total of 2 points. So we didn't really feel like we were this team that couldn't perform or anything like that. We played well, we played tough against really good opponents, and we lost by 1. I wouldn't say that our team had a lot of extra feelings of nervousness, like, oh no, we know it's the playoffs and we don't know how to win here. They were just in different circumstances in the past that kept us from getting that victory. But yeah, it definitely felt good this year to come out, establish a lead early. That took a lot of pressure off. But we felt confident in our game plan. And, we felt confident that, ultimately that things were going to go our way if we just kept pressing forward. Well, they use space as well as anybody in the league, and obviously with the size of the MLU field, space is a big thing. And they're able to, not just use the width of the field, but as well as how they set up to use the depth of the field. They turn a lot of people into huckers. Their handlers are quick. They have decent size. They definitely have some guys that are tough to match up against. But yeah, that's the biggest thing is effectively slowing down how well they use that space. They do it very well. Cody is, the heart and soul kind of the team, and Cody is just so committed to the Stags and the MLU. He lives in Eugene, so he's 2 hours away from Portland. He's 2 hours away from every practice and every game, and he never misses a thing. He's ready to go. He's ready to do whatever you need. Plays through any sort of injury he has. Just battles everybody. He very often gets the other team's best defenders. They're always saying, here's how we're going to stop Cody. Here's how we're going to keep him from getting the disc. He still manages to have an impact game after game after game. Yeah, Rafi, when I got to the scene, he was, pretty much just a kid. I mean, his nickname is the Boy. He didn't come from a big college background, where we have a lot of guys from U of O or wherever it may be who had a really high level of experience. For him, it was really just a matter of, the talent was there, the athleticism was there, and nobody puts in more work, physically training than Rafi does. We have an altitude room that we have access to, and he's in there just way too much. He practically lives in there. It just took him a little while to fit into the systems, to understand how he could be the most effective within a system rather than just being the most effective with space. His assist totals are going way up because now guys are able to cut for him because they know when he's getting it and he's getting it in the right spots.